Thank you. We are live already, right? Okay. NXS versus LFT VOD. NXS is on the way to getting the first win, while having only played one our team before, which would be Burn, top of the league, getting 2 votes, making a roster move, replacing their Ascendant in Nano Fool for, I believe it's the Isle of Pika on the side of NXS. Sure.
The silver.
Yes. Normal Coon.
Normal queen. Alright. Yeah, it should be interesting to see. We only got to see Nano Fool for one game against the top of the league. Now they're going against the second best team in the league. It'll be interesting to see if the change has really helped their team overall.
I mean, I must say that they really weren't bad against us. It was just they didn't have any experience. The roles were kind of scuffed. Having Nano Fool on Omen on map 2 really didn't help their case of having no experience. Let's see if they're a bit more functional. The Duelist might be able to get set up a bit better than in their last game, which really was lacking at some parts. I'm expecting an LFT win.
Now we wait.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So we have Nexus's map pick here of Pearl. I know this is something LFT also wanted to play to get some practice in. So they're running a new comp LFT with the Reyna. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. They're trying to play some double flashes, combining the Yoru and the Reyna flashes together. On the side
Yoru
of
on both sides, and a Vice
Yeah.
as well. I'm interested in how the triple flash comp from LFT will work. Tommy, already flash A main, getting the info that Insugi is here. Insugi opted to back away, not trying to go down early. Now normal cone, looking to find Garasu on his lurk. Maybe getting a punish on an overextension from Garasu, as he can't run away out of his corner. Drone coming out from NXS, clearing arts. Choosing to walk back to B.
Mingu starting to rotate over towards that B site.
Swift does see everything with the jump spot. You also see a value from the Yoru model, having a little glowing animation when the enemy Yoru has be out. You should know about that.
Time to jump.
Station's coming in. Swift getting ready to flash as Nexus enters. Right click onto the Swift connects as LFT then takes you down.
One enemy remaining.
Also Kitsugi and Nexus taking the pistol. I must say, the Techo missiles, a bit questionable having your TP right into them. But it worked out in the end, the trades came in. The gunfight's not the best, from what I've seen from Pika. But, I mean, overall, pretty good rounds. They should be happy with this pistol.
Now I need a weapon.
I like the poking around on the map. They did. The drone art. And then having to invest an extra guy towards mid from LFT.
Yeah.
So
Buying up on Reyna, they're trying to push and reach there. Get to the pick on the Vice.
Mingu ready to fight well. Throwing the darts, does not find anyone. Now Swift falling on B main to normal Kun to the Bullock. They should just opt to go for B here. They already saw at least 2 people pushing A. Should know it's the weak side, the weak sides. Garasu in the smoke, getting droned out. Very good discipline, waiting for a drone and not walking into the ghost.
Keep back sight, and Nexus now have the sight. Stun comes out, Garasu finds one.
Can they convert this? 3v4 for LFT,
Last player
3v3.
standing.
And it seems Nexus just confidently swinging, taking the
Nice shot
gunfights.
from Mingu. Connects onto one, can lie to find the second. Anti-eco converted over from Nexus there.
I like the protocol of the A main push. Having Kintsugi on the Stinger. I believe that she actually didn't buy it herself. I don't think she had the money. I'm not sure. It might have been Swift. about it, seeing as he's on small shields,
Yes.
without having kills. But overall, the push I made was good. Just Swift getting caught up on the B walk. I think he shouldn't be pushing up to Ghost or Classic, whatever he had alone. Maybe with Garasu, or holding a crossfire on B. Flash and arts. Doesn't find anyone. Now, double lurk from Euro and Ultra instead of NXS. Looking to find one mid. Will Garasu fall for this lurk?
Spot one.
Swift still jump spotting towards B main. Waiting for someone to peek him. Oh, Kintsugi's in a good off angle. But choose to back away, now Mingu can't wait for her anymore. Rocket's coming out.
Running
Darts
into the
going
stack
in.
here.
Targets.
LFT have to on the side. Spotting out two with the
They
top.
didn't see the wall. Now, will they trip it before it go? Will they trip in the fake, go back? Umi,
Damage
getting
pressures on
them.
for Kintsugi here. She's low. Running it.
Here.
Next is opt to run back, potentially rotate towards B.
They didn't trip the wall. I don't like this. They really need to break the wall, show a bit more like presence.
30
to fight.
seconds left.
So now look at Gumi. She's already in spawn, ready to rotate. They do have to read Garasu.
Rasu here hiding in the
Not
corner.
having a
Who
good
was
time
tearing
doing
the
this.
Spotted out one.
It's
Managed
a
to find
bit
the
too late.
pick.
Still finds one.
Tommy able to
Traded.
trade.
Now 10 seconds on the clock for NXS. They need to plant this.
10 seconds left.
Swift finds one. Can't find the second. Gumi.
Spike
Here for a
down
trade.
B.
Find
Last
the second.
player
We need to
Get
standing.
Find the
2-3. And that would be
I mean, well played
Around to that
from
LFT.
LFT. Having Gumi in the off angle, I believe you should have just stuck around there, even with Mingu not waiting for her. Like, you're Reina, you can take the gunfight unless you're getting droned out. You should really actually have the confidence for this. I mean, Nexus just did not play their cards well. Droning onto A, having rockets go out, having a recon dart as well, but not even breaking the wall from the Vice, which is just so easy to
Yeah.
know for LFT that's a fake. But they're just running away. I
Again,
think
close,
they should
both
default
sides close to
for
its
it.
ult. Reyna ult is invested into this round. There's a walk down
Impressive
mid.
drone.
There.
Yeah. Walking down mid 4, people. I like the drone though. Like,
Kintsugi managed to find the pick onto Pico.
yeah. Like, I like
Fine, I'm
the eagerness to fight I main. Now, Swift goes back to B with Vice.
Who's
I'm not
next?
sure who that is on
Cutting
the
through.
Vice. Oh, it's Wolf, ready to fight with him. GP should get
I think you're
broken
unaware of
over
the
time.
trail behind him as the wall gets
Good
stripped.
hit. My blind is dead.
Will Wolf fall to the
Looking
immortal?
for me?
Let's go.
First
Good
picks
go.
off Swift.
Gumi on the fast flank. Tommy knows. Can't win the gunfights.
Leaves him in a 4v2, finds a
Spike
third.
down B.
Sugi
One enemy
ready
remaining.
for the ace. Cannot convert the ace. We're also finding Surto's backside. Gumi
Senor.
aware?
Kintsugi unaware
Ready.
of the flank.
I thought she was aware of it. She was running back, but then knife out, not so much. Will he rocket the corner? Yes, he will. Mingu having to push out. Having to fight.
30 seconds left.
I've
Oh,
managed to get it down to a 1v2.
this is winnable. Bomb isn't far away. Given he's
Oh,
only
nice.
80 HP.
One
I know.
enemy
Managed to
remaining.
take
Three.
I say the 1v1 against Wolf, wins it, and gets the
Wow.
final kill on Garasu.
I'm not sure why Wolf decided to peek there. Having Grasso crouch.
Make peace
from
with
That looked like a
where I know
surefire
was
round for
well.
LFT, but in
No
normal
one
fashion,
must
they've managed to throw it. I love my team.
Yeah. Classic LFT going up in the man advantage and still losing the round somehow. As we know it.
Though I have to say, I do like the ideas of this Reyna comp, allowing Kintsugi to be able to move around the map more freely. There's lurk into mids, the wrap round to the flank. You can see she's
Yeah.
a lot more comfortable in just taking her fights and winning them.
Yeah, overall thinking, Reina is like, while in VCT or tier 2, very bad. In Rivals, very high value for the immortal players as the highest end of players.
Both teams
Having
opting for the
someone-
hero Vandal, and Teo managed to get the first pick onto
Finding
Swift.
Swift. Yeah, the confidence on
Oh,
Swift's
missiles
side is very
away.
much there. Can't back it up. But I just like having the aggressive duelists, you know. On Burn we have Plague, he likes his Reina.
Grenade is
We
live.
just tell him, yeah, you go take a gunfight since he is just mechanically better than everyone else, so he wins them. That's where the Reina value comes in, having someone who can dominate the lobby with mechanical skill. So we same position basically.
Spike planted.
As,
Allow the plant to go down, playing off in the numbers.
and there's
Minggu finding one from behind.
Last player standing.
Mingu
Now left in the
droning out.
1v2. They know where he is.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
Only a sheriff. He should just go to kill the Techo on site, now on Link. And then try to
Here already
blow
with
up.
his missiles. This will be a hard post plant to win.
Double missiles coming out. This is stickable. You're only one missile. If you would have gotten anywhere close
Concentrate,
to half, it would
Sova.
have been
No
stick
both
to have stuck
rotational
to this.
players, but unable to find any.
I'm curious if SN Destroyer will change up his missiles for the next rounds to double stack them. Since if you are anywhere close to sticking half and the Techo is a tiny bit further away than he was last round, you can stick it if it's only one missile. A lot of Techo players don't know this, like a lot of the Rivals Techo players. I think this actually happens for us on one map. I think even against LFT it was. Or against one team where it didn't double stack the rockets and managed to deal around by sticking the defuse and then dying immediately after. I'm not sure when that was, but it did happen. I
Next is
think I'm
opting to
not
default now.
breaking the dart. Not sure what that was about. Maybe he didn't think it would actually scan him, even though there was a yellow indicator. Really telling him you're going to get scanned. Searches on the off angle, ready to like get the swing from backside as swift as jump swing it. Seems Nexus just stacking into a main with the URTP, trying to hit the side, walking to 3 people from LFT.
Nowhere to run!
Darts broken too late, so he does get the wall to attack.
Vice ult in
All in.
invested into this round as well.
Execute coming out. Grasu, is he aware of the story? Yes, he is.
Spike
I believe he
planted.
actually killed his teammate, so he should have actually been aware. No, Astro revive here. Yes, I like this. It's good.
Girl,
Team all 3. Flash coming out.
blocking vision.
Drone spotting it. They know.
Enemy remaining.
Grasu.
4K from Garasu!
I mean,
Able to
lovely.
now convert this second round for LFT.
Lovely retake.
Just so unaware.
Nexus not seeming to be ready for Grasu having his ult. I think the call should have been the moment Techo got killed and ours. They have Astra walls, play on site, flood back in. They were ready to play outside with Techo ulti and Techo rockets, but he fell down in ours, not getting out. And then Grasu with the ult just calling for his team, play flood with my ult, can use your ult to spot them out. Very well played, LFT.
Right there.
Nexus needs to be more aware of the enemy's ult. On me.
Okay, both teams trying to push down mid.
Spike down mid.
Now 2v5 or
Pika
Nexus.
manages
Last player
2v3,
standing.
1v3.
left in the 1v3. Pika, not much he can do here. Spike in the hands of LFT.
Wolf coming back to reinforce the
Discipline
mid holds.
here from LFT. Wolf
Does fall
is
to
picked
Pika.
up.
Scanning ahead.
Dart coming out, not no. It is actually getting broken. I think it couldn't have scanned Mingo. He walked back a couple meters.
And Minggu managed to find the fourth. What a round from Minggu. Nice 4K and 2 v death here. Very clean.
I mean, I must say,
Managed
right?
to not throw the round. Which is
Yeah.
really good to see.
You go into 2v5, straight to 2v3. LFT almost throwing the round immediately, then Wolf falling in mid to Pika. That was almost an overthrow, but Mingu finding a great round to start off this potential live game. He's been shooting in recent time.
He has. He did say before that he hopes the rest of his team is warmed up because he has not, but apparently no warm up is the
Revealing
way to
it.
go for him.
There
I mean,
they are.
maybe it is, you know, we have Plague, he comes in decently late home, so when we play he doesn't warm up much and he just dominates, so maybe, you know, Mingu adapting to the meta of not warming up could be huge. Now Pika
Unaware of being positioned.
shift walked into Tsui, I'm not sure what the plan was. Maybe he was just looking at this minimap, not aware that someone could just be holding him for whatever reason.
Towards the A side now, the spike is heading towards art.
5v4, so getting invested. It must have spotted someone somewhere for this ult that's coming out so early, you know?
I'm not sure if this is an A hit. Swift putting his TP back towards B, ready to play fast rotate, but they will. Oh no, he's going back towards B.
They're also jigging water. Wolf just picking up the B link. They're finding 2 on A. Wolf needs to find at least
You
1
are
here.
divided!
Just spots them cluster. Astral is invested in
Spike
2v4.
planted.
2v4.
Vice ults is usable in case they find at least 1 player.
Get the pick onto Certus. Now moving it down to a 2v3.
Can Wolf find 1?
Hush.
Yes, he can. He should be able to at least 1 more.
Last player
Spotting
standing.
both. Swift
Into
should
the
be
1v2.
speeding up
Both
here.
players later.
Tommy 1 HP. Normakan quite far away. I don't like this. They should really have break together. Tommy if he falls.
Unfortunately, Wolf can't even manage to just
Not tradable.
walk around.
I mean, this just is a big question mark for LFT this round. Like, there's no point investing so volatile early. You can use it to the later post plant. Nexus is, I believe, the full team name. Playing very slow
1 second,
currently.
peeps. I gotta visit the Astral
Hoping
to
to
play
plant in
some
the last 30
stars.
seconds of the rounds. Even you don't have Techo, you have the Sova. So rockets can't be used as aggressively as, for example, Destroyer is. But the Sova should really have been saved for the anti-plant util. I mean, that was just the round they should have won, should have converted, but didn't. I'm not sure if LFT has a coach in the game.
They have Liffy
Who would know?
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Wolf getting Techo, just can't escape this. As rockets, flying bullets, coming through the smoke, does get spotted by a drone.
Portal closed.
Now they're actually double droning this, spotting
Rotation coming
Swift
in
as
from
well. Tommy planting. Still a weird plant. It's safely. I don't know how safely in English. Can you feel it safely? I'm sure I like that.
Swift manages to
Yeah, just a stinger in close combat. Tommy in the smoke. Now here it is. Safe defuse coming out. That's why I don't like his plants. Now Wolf just sticking this, gets killed.
we just barely get
Russell, can he get the second half?
One enemy
No, he can't.
remaining.
Rocket's coming in. Somehow through the smoke, finding all the kills for Nexus. Yeah, that's just unlucky.
panics when she sees 4, as you would. Unfortunate. Almost a clutch round from LFT. Twice there, almost being able to get the second half of that spike defuse, but not quite being able to do it. Good spams out there from Nexus.
I mean, when you use the Vice ults and you have a Sheriffs, like you only have 1 Vandal, right? I don't see why you're just sitting in front of the smoke. You clearly see that Tommy is sitting inside the smoke, shooting at Wolf. At least 1 person should be walking to the smoke and killing him.
Yeah, I
Tommy
feel like if all
didn't
this
die at all.
Would have been more ideal than holding back and just spraying.
I must say, the screenshot from Ice Chaos is a bit laggy. It's fixing itself though. No worries. Wolf Swift finding 1. Now Wolf playing on A. Swift getting traded by Tommy a bit too deep from Mingu here as well.
Tommy is
I really think
gonna
Swift
be
should have backed off. Mingu
Bullseye. My ult is ready.
with his
Gang
guards being able to
times.
reinforce it.
Wolf having to
Pulling back
now
the rest of Nexus
take a
to
fight.
reinforce that B site.
I'm just looking at Swift right now. I mean, he's playing the aggro Yoru.
Launching
I don't
thorns.
mind, but he's just overextending. You know, he finds
Blocking
his,
vision.
he finds the value. I'm not saying he should TP out, but I'm saying he should really not be sitting around for 1 more there. Like, he should not be swinging. He should just be holding his position. Wolf, can he flash on me?
Spike
Walk
planted.
out. That's not
One
bad.
enemy remaining.
1 second.
My ult's ready.
Nice round.
Bring it up to 4 to 6. Still in favor of Nexus.
Closing the leads down from 3 to 2 from Nexus now. I think Nexus should be happy with 7. Like, they are basically just winning off land fights here. Like, realistically, you should get 8. but I think 7 should be already good enough, especially against LFT. Such a strong team. Now, looking at the ult economy from Nexus, I think they're just gonna go in onto A, fast hit, your ulti, get gunned down, play Sova ulti, take your rocket, deny the tap. Having an Astra suck as well.
Could be useful in that post plant.
Yet again.
It's looking like an A hit here from Nexus because they drew out A.
Who's next? Time to jump.
LFT have pushed in and taken the space mid.
Now, like I said, fast A hits, Euro coming out. I think it's just very well thought out by Nexus Gumi. Fast flanking.
Spike
If
planted.
I falls to,
Spots
let's
out
say,
the tail.
Swift, she could just go for a flank. But Tommy, hopefully valuing his life enough to not fall here. It seems as for the very flank falling to Gumi, I'm not sure why you would go back at all alone. Now Astral Divide coming out from Russell again, huge value. Can't actually know
Last
if they're
player
on.
standing.
Wolf finding free. Spam speaker, running out of bullets.
That final thing.
You failed. Now sleep.
I mean, just like you said, post plant, Astral Divide coming out. I believe that's the name of the Astral.
Last
I'm
round
not
before
too
the
sure,
switch.
but I think it is. Huge value from Garasu. The utility has been on point this game. Smokes, stars, ults being used very efficiently. I just think that exact value is missing on the side of Nexus, you know? Not really a good after ulti yet. The sucks are there to like the delay LFT, but other than that, not much.
Yeah,
From
people playing
Nomakun.
inside did get picked off rather quickly, and then when they backed up into main, Wolf was able to walk in and get easy 2 kills.
I mean, getting flashed, this might give false info to Nexus. They might think the person getting flashed was in Link and not an Art. 4-man, walking hits,
Rip and tear.
having the balance go up, Sova droning out. Me finding another first blood, that's the smokes down on the sides of Nexus. We also did see the wall, I think he should just put a smoke up to trigger this.
Right there.
Rafi trying to take that team out into mid now, see if he can get
Very nice.
able to get another one. Dismisses.
Spike down. Attacker
Can she
spawn.
out? No, she can't. I mean, she did her thing, she got 2, almost got out 2.
LFT
I
here
mean,
can now play that numbers advantage.
the
They have
wall's
Swift
down,
all the way.
You know?
Crunching
Swift's
clear on that
behind.
wise.
Very nice.
And it'll be easy for Swift to
42.
get that kill. The
I like
remaining two
LFT's
players now trying
idea
to
here.
walk into A. Wolf is there ready. Dart backside. Doesn't
Yeah.
clear Wolf.
30 seconds left.
Giving them fake info, as I would call it, since the side's clear.
Nice shot on the
Last player standing.
Finding his first rounds.
to trade.
Yeah, I like the idea of having Gumi like solo walk up a main,
Switching
thus
sides.
having Urena take gunfight, get to the first bloods. Gumi 18 and 10, very nice
proactive
game.
play out there from LFT.
I just think this attacking half should be winnable for LFT just based on Swift's Yoru.
LFT
mean,
notoriously
He's not a bad Yoru, but also not great. You know? I think he's a good Yoru. He could be doing certain things better, but on this attack half, really the Yoru can just win this alone.
Reinforced with the help of the Reyna. With a double duelist. Should
Well,
make it.
definitely. The aggression from both sides, having 2 aggressive duelist players. Oh,
Look at
guys,
that,
setting up on B.
two set up.
Your TP going towards
Going
seems NXS very aware of the possibility
One
of an A main
suppressed.
push. Finding Reyna. I think they already saw Yoru too.
Schooling players over NXS rotating towards this A site. And we have the double lurk in mid.
Yurasu finding 1 maybe? No, he cannot
Maybe
find.
doubling up with Wolf. Wolf managed to find a kill onto Pika.
Double layered lurk. Played very well. Would have been nice to see Garasu finds the lurk first though. Which would have just gave him entry.
Sorts out normal kills.
Getting rushed by 4. Very nice. They're aware of someone in the smoke. Cancel to spam him out.
Don't get up.
Spur opting to walk through the smoke, getting killed by Swift. Tommy finding one through
Last player
the right
standing.
click.
Spike
Planting
planted.
the
Just bounced, but it's not enough. Left in the 1v4, Tommy. Is he gonna
Getting flanked by Gumi.
Give me spots out on the field. Managed to find one to Mingu.
Very nice
Goes
pistol.
over to LFT.
Look your enemy.
Russ Wolf playing two lurking agents. Even even having Swift on your rook who can lurk is very beneficial.
It's a very lucky comp.
Yeah. I mean, Reyna lurk. It was played last round. A main. Like I showed the aggression, having her flank through spawn. Played out very well. They find one in arts. They know that Astra must be somewhere B-link. Go rush her in a 1v4. Go B, plant bomb. Very well played.
Next
seems-
is looking like they want to push into mid.
Yeah, seems another mid-fire is happening from the defender sides. A completely left open.
And if you do find a timing in towards that A side,
Locating target.
Next second might should be open.
True suppressed.
walks out too.
Rockets ready to be sent in off the tap.
All me search.
I really think it's planting for CT here. That's offering fights a bit into the space. With falling to Tommy. Who does fall to Miku. Now we have Spike in spawn. Running B. He could easily be flanked by.
Karasu's playing from
normal
B main.
Launching thorns.
I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing the NXS Astra name correctly.
Spike
Was it
planted.
normal Kun, normal Khan? How do you say that? Yeah.
Apologies if we are butchering it.
Umi finding one in spawn. Reyna lurk
Last
yet
player
again.
standing.
Starters TPing backside. Not sure what the plan was. I think he tried flash TPing. Could also try TP into his death.
Final one is normal Kun.
Very nice.
Very good anti-eco there, played by LFT. Only losing one person. A full run through the A site all the way around to B. But
I mean, the idea was nice. I just think having Wolf run alone was kind of stupid. All it would have taken was normal Kun walking behind him, shooting him back to the head, suddenly spikes down. They have a gun more on the side of Nexus.
Now we wait.
Will easily
back to
turn around
LFT's
around.
previous match against Bomb the other week. They had a similar round happen on Bind. where
Oh
they get
yeah.
the bomb and Wolf,
I did
all the
cast that
entire
game.
team is on A, and Wolf runs through B with Bomb alone and gets picked
Yeah,
off.
running into Sunset's open that time. That was a very funny thing to see. Now, it seems like being left in spawn, which means they're trying to find devices set up to break the wall. Rasu Outlaw, yet again. He has been doing this ever since Rebel started, I believe, but I like it.
It's very notable. I think it's been known now a lot more in the community that Russell will be up using the Outlaw. Kensugi finds one
Right.
on normal Queen.
B
Puts it into a
pivots.
5v3. Kensugi another one onto Certus.
I mean,
5v2.
Kisugi does not give a shit right now. He just goes for the gunfights, trying to find the kills. I think he's on 21
Spike
or 22
planted.
kills already.
Yes,
I'm
on
not
23.
sure.
23.
One enemy remaining.
We're also
Rasu with the
finding a
Outlaw
second.
finding value, and the flank through from Wolf will close out the round. And they convert
Lovely
the bonus
lurking.
round. From that FT there. That'll put them in a really good economic position for the remaining rounds. Money looking a bit broken there on the side of Nexus. Going to only be able to invest a Sheriff, maybe a Stinger at max.
Now, I do know that Certus on the side of NXS, not the best of mentals. He did complain that we were getting carried in our match against him by Kez and Plague after our first map.
So that is the
I'm
way
just-
the league ranking system in TT
Yeah,
does work.
I'm just wondering, how is it looking mental-wise, combat on the side of
Drone going
NXS? Is there any tilting going on? Because against us, they were quite tilted, and you could definitely tell by how they were playing. But there was
Raze
tilt
really
going
clears out
on.
All of A main, begins. Pushing towards the mid.
Now, he takes all the space with his stinger.
Enemy tag, maybe a Wolverine up street, spotting 2.
Tommy whiffing on the drone. Wall will tell them if there's an art push, but Tommy might just fall before the wall goes up. If he chooses to swing
Having
that.
a 3-2-1.
With getting separated. Seems the 3-2-1 was not timed properly. Now they do see two people, Water, Tommy and Pika.
unaware of the Astra, is able to find one pick.
Swift finding a trade on water. Oh, very aware of the main player.
Spike planted.
Mingo going for a peek, falling to Sortus. Tommy walking up unnoticed till now.
Last player standing.
Bam
Getting
through the smoke
spammed.
from Grassu.
I think he saw his barrel.
1v3.
This is winnable for him. You know, he's a high-ranking player, a high caliber. He can win this.
Goes without.
It's simply better. I mean, Vandal against Sheriff. I think it's Wolf on Immortal 1 league rank versus... I'm not even sure what sort of league rank is. Something in Immortals. I did not prepare for this at all. I did only arrive about 2 minutes before the map started. I mean, the lead now building.
Now we wait.
Immortal 2 you said? Oh yeah. The lead is building instead of LFT. The money should be enough for another 2 or 3 buy rounds at least. Now, you have the Astral Levite, you have the Steel Garden. You should be winning this round. I mean, NXS has 0 ults up currently. Just based on that, this should be a round win. Going B, having the Astral Wall. Looks like Swift wants to work. Now both ults being popped. Sides
And
forced to give up from Sova. Bomb being planted by Swift. Now having the Euro ulti once this plant goes down.
Spike
Astral
planted.
divides falling already. But the bomb is down. Nice, are on the bomb. So utility should be very favorable for Now 3v3, your ult's online, Astral divide on the side of NXS, they really need to be playing up, or they need to use a Euro ulti here. Yeah, call coming, got through. Now everyone on the side of NXS flashed, and Tommy finds through. I mean, here you see the call being made to Floods from NXS. Now they realize the wall's gonna go up. Already better than what NXS were doing on their attack half. But the flash was a bit too late. Rasu swinging too early, dying immediately. That's kind of fortunate. I'm not sure if Mingo was alive in the last push. I don't think he was, but if he was, he should have probably just immediately shocked the bomb or thrown a recon to, you know, getting rid of the first tap. When you find that recon hit, shocking the bomb. Like, you even had a suck, I believe. So,
Eyes up.
bit unlucky. Your ult can win the rounds here.
Standing ahead.
for
quite
that
easily.
Crochet main with the double lurk setup from LFT. They will
That's
be
not
running
the best
into
though.
device util though.
No wall. The wall is still being ready for the art lurk. Sortus going for a peek in double doors. And win the fight. Rasu or Sortus. Sortus not finding his kill. Backing off. Sanity peek towards A. Leading the link up to Nomakun.
Rotations are
Joy.
correct. Site is left over. Unsure
Getting
double resting
spammed.
themselves as Pika double back.
Now both teams are aware that B is completely, or should be completely open. Seeing that there is Spike moving over towards B.
Teodron re-clearing A main does not find Kintsugi.
So we on the lurk yet again. There's
Now
nothing to
Destroyer
spot her
rotating
out on
back
A.
as well.
If she finds this value of her lurking, she should just call her team back right about now. She's all the way backside.
next?
Yeah, here, call coming out. Mingo rotating already. Swift. You're ulting.
30 seconds left.
Mingo finding Tommy. Finds a tank on Nomakun. Gumi actually not calling back your team. Too little time. Swift going for one aggressive spawn. Gumi doubling up with Swift. Rasu find Nomakun in link.
Last player
Rogers finding
standing.
one. LF Pika falling back sides.
Spike
Not
planted.
find one.
Team
Two
A.
mates from LFT. I mean, that was good. The calling was nice.
Kintsugi here, 24 and 13 on the Reyna.
I believe Kurasu's IGL on side of LFT, right?
Yes, he is.
I mean, you have alert value from Reyna again. You have the double lurk in mids. I'm still a massive fan of just going for a default to break the vice wall early, which I haven't been doing. But I mean, it's working. There's the views, the basically the open B sides. Did the Yoru Sovol combo, found
Right
one.
here.
Almost found a
They're
second.
pretty well aware of the rate of rotation.
Revealing area.
A lot of fast rotate up from Nexus, allowing them to rotate back to the other side for LFT.
Going aggressive with Sir, creeping out. Already 1-4 in top from Tommy, second place. They should know that this is 3 step. First to the sides with the rockets, flying circles. And he's finding his seconds for his team. But he's picking up a gun.
Low health on the side of 2 of Nexus's players.
Russell cannot find no on alert. I think yeah, we fight this.
Picked off by Mingu.
I thought he was gonna actually just look forward to breaking the wall and then refight, but I mean that's one way to do it. Tommy rotating back to B, aware of the B push yet again. Swift going for one in mids. This kill could determine the round.
Health is low on the side of NXS here. 2 players. One-shottable.
Does he walk connected?
30
Yes, he
seconds
does.
left.
I think there is enough time for him to actually go connector unless he just gives up Link completely.
Taking that back.
Getting shot in the back of that by Swift. Now, this should be almost impossible for Nexus to win. They're both 1 HP. Given Swift is also 1 HP and Rasu is findable.
Last player standing.
Rasu finding one.
1 enemy remaining.
Yo.
Final person
Fallen
rotated
to
into
Certus.
Final 1v1. Both low HP, 1 tap.
The duel of the Yorus.
Time to jump.
Both
Put it out.
falling to a single bullet of the Vandal. Gans would find this.
Playing time.
Revealing his position with the shots. Avoiding the wrap.
Playing ring around the roses.
Smash
Swift
the
playing
spike
this
down.
perfectly. Swift takes the bomb and he gets the kill.
Lovely.
What a play by Swift. What a
So disciplined.
discipline. Played it smart. Didn't overpeak.
Match point.
Out of charges.
Didn't give Certus anything there to work with.
Amazing round from Swift. Lurking up. Clearing connected. Going back into Link. Doing only put that in the back of the heads. Giving his team the man advantage in the 3v2.
I need a drop.
Rasu finding one. I mean, he should have been happy with one. He saw there was no one Link since Swift just cleared it a couple seconds ago. He knew there probably wasn't anyone CT, so it could have only been Heaven. Since, you know, Pika would have double swung. Or at least gotten trade immediately, so I don't think you swing Heaven there. But
Slightly broken by inside of LFT. They have an outlaw
Look
again.
at the times, and he does. Wolf going aggro. Can Tommy protect his teammate here?
Pika is spotted out.
Oh, he
by
can't.
Flash. Finds the first kill.
Us be hit coming out from LFT Nomokun, finding one. Now
Spike
4v3.
planted.
And Wolf immediately typing in all chats. Buzz with finding the third kill for her team.
But this is able to find the pick on Terry. Traded
Just
out.
to trades.
Both spotted out.
3v2.
Backside, mollied. DP's out.
Cutting through.
Good suck, Lule. This should just be GG here.
Fake
They played this
teleport.
plan enough.
Last player standing.
Finds one.
1v3.
3v1 Certus. Find anything.
I've seen
enemy remaining.
more
Takes
impressive
down
things.
Swift.
Now,
Final
another
1v1
shitty
Mingu.
plans, I must say.
Low HP. Certus. Mingu spotted out.
Mingu,
Time low
normally
and he
very
did.
smart
Final
and
shot.
again,
Attackers win.
very disciplined.
Correct.
That will be the map to
Take
LFT.
flight.
13-7.
Very dominant after the first half. They should be happy with this. I mean, you did basically everything you need to do on attack. The lurks, very valuable. Overall, great performance by Grasu and Gumi. Swift,
Well,
even though
basically
it took him a bit, still a very good performance. Really waking up
Both
in the
sides did
second
very
half.
good. I do feel the side of NXS was slightly weaker on the defense, a lot of over rotations, and LFT were just able to find those gaps in the defense and exploit them really well.
Now, I'm gonna launch my game so I do not require a screen share. I mean, this
small
went
black replay.
about
I
as
just wait
expected,
over.
I must say.
Toilet and shit.
I mean, while NXS can be quite good, They definitely showed the potential against us. This went about as expected, giving basically no pushback in the second half.
The team does show promise. They are a new team. There's definitely a lot of potential there. We'll just see how they have to go. They do not have much time. Only 3 weeks left before playoffs begin, I believe. So they'll have to scrap together some ideas, some strats real quick.
I mean,
But
I'm
there's
a
definitely potential
believer.
here in this team.
What do you say, Benji? Or Benny? What do you say?
There's definitely potential in the team.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now whose map pick is this? Who we know? LFT's map pick, I believe then, obviously.
Yes.
I mean, not that good on the map, I must say. Like, at least on the defensive half. I mean, NXS, the defensive half was questionable from them. Sum it up, basically. They played kind of confusing, basically just opting for the default stun rockets in a main. Didn't really push up much. I'm expecting a change on that. I'm expecting more pushback in a main. Maybe a bit better set plays, some better, you know, some better executes.
Yeah, I definitely think they're still
but
trying to
less
find
comps.
themselves as a team.
Yeah.
I know none of them knew each other before TC except 2 maybe. I think Tommy knew someone, but the other 3 are definitely picked up just from the TC server. So they're definitely still building that chemistry.
I mean,
actually, that's not true. Nexus mostly doesn't come from the. I think
yeah.
only Tommy is from the TMU server. Everyone else is like friends of friends.
Oh,
They have-
that's not correct.
They don't have a single player from they got randomly. They all knew each other.
Well, none of
Well,
who
that's
was random, but
interesting.
he got replaced. Well, no, okay, you can't call none of who random. He was picked up from the LFT chat. He did
Yes,
join
but then he did.
Rivals.
Yeah, he did get dropped after the 1
Yeah.
game. Unfortunate. Would have liked to see what he would been able to do.
I'm just gonna take.
I think he played pretty well in that first game against Burn, though.
I mean, 14-5,
decently.
13-2. You call
Yeah.
that?
I think
Well,
Nanofool's individual performance, though.
Nanofood's individual performance was not anything that was standing out simply because he was on a role he wasn't good on, especially on map 2. Like, there was just role issues on that side. Like, Nanofool, map 1 on Sensi, performance was good. But, you know, questionable choices sometimes. From not only him but the team, but map 2 was just a fuckfest, as I would call it. Having Nanofool not only on smokes, but a lack of comms seemingly being very present throughout the entire map. I don't know if you saw, but Bio did get a pretty funny ace on round 3, which would be our bonus and their first buy rounds, where you just piece on C side Haven defaults next to 2 people who do not turn around to him for I don't know what reason, and then he just killed all 3. Oh, sunset. This actually gives me time to look at the league ranks.
Guys, do you guys feel
Careful.
like, oh. Do you guys
Everything you
need
say will be
casters?
held against you in court.
Okay, wait, so do you guys need casters or anything? Or observers?
No, we're
Fine.
currently casting.
Okay.
Map 1 just ended. I mean, we could try cast.
We could. I'm very bad at this. It's my first time, so
Yeah, sure.
I'm
I can
down
give
for a
you.
try.
I can be like Mimi. And just be. In
I
the
just be
background.
yapping and shit.
Yeah.
I just like
Trycast did
yapping.
not work in VCT.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it
it's a bit
kind of
different.
worked. It's like the duo casted like normal, and then when the analytic stuff came and then the round ended, the other person would cast. So it kind of worked in that way. That's the only way I would see it would work.
I mean, usually
But if it's like
casting
an
is like,
intense game, it doesn't really.
yeah, casting is like one person is just talking about what's happening, and the other person is like talking about why it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a very smart, so I just talk about what's happening.
So what happened in map 1?
Map
6-6
1
off, 13-7 victory for LFT.
Yes.
Okay.
Nexus,
Wait.
Nexus is map pick as well.
yeah, I mean, what
That's
can you really say
unfortunate.
about Nexus on that map? Good start on the attack.
Yeah, I think
Very
their
bad
defense
defense.
protocols need a bit of work. I did notice a lot of over rotation, is what I felt from watching. Was a bit of an issue.
Absolutely.
I feel like LFT were able to exploit that, especially with their double lurks.
There were a lot of lurking problems, as you could say, in the shadows of Pearl, running around, picking apart Nexus. I'm not
I
sure
believe
why
he-
we haven't started yet. Oh, it's because Wolf
but-
is in the range.
No. 2 people went missing.
Not anymore.
Classic LFT. But we are here going into map 2.
Two.
Fracture. LFT's pick.
Now, I must say, having played against not only LFT but Nexus is Fracture, on both maps being played in the first map of the BO3, LFT should win this, usually.
Yes.
Since
This is one of
the
LFT's stronger maps.
name.
I do believe there might
Defensive
be a slight
protocols.
comp change. I don't know
Yeah,
if Wolf
defensive
is
protocols are
hovering Neon as a joke or actual. I
I
don't know
don't
if
think he's gonna play it. Gumi, back on the chamber. Wait, I gotta check something while we're
he
in
might
Apex
actually play.
Select.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I gotta. 'Cause I do remember that we scrimmed against them on this against you guys on this map.
Mhm.
When Ice Chaos was still on the team.
Yes. The main change I knew about was the Astra in for Brimstone. As Grossu felt that the global presence of Astra just made it a lot easier for him to play.
I just think Rasus Astra is very nice. You know, if you want to play Astra, I'm always a firm believer in play what you want over what's needed.
I do believe the comp change of the Neon is a bit of inspiration from yesterday night's game of 100 Thieves vs NRG.
Oh yeah, that game was not fun watching. I mean, I was very much a fan of 100 Thieves. I just liked energy, having a potential storyline. But FNS got
Yes.
retired, thank God. That guy should never touch a mouse ever
Sander
again.
single-handedly retired FNS that day.
Yeah, Sander made sure that guy's never touching the game again. Hopefully he gets dropped before next stage. Now everyone wants to see that
Grossu
guy
does
on the
opt
team
for
again.
Brimstone
What is this
here.
FNS hate, guys? Calm
I love FNS.
I cannot stand that
I
guy.
wanted them to go on a run. One time Xander has to show up, not earlier.
What's
not
your
against
opinion on
LFL,
the
but-
Gumi chamber? Because personally, I F with it.
I mean,
Yeah, we'd like to keep Gumi on her comfort roles there. That's why you see her a lot on the Jet,
My
the
opinion,
Reyna, the Chamber.
Gumi go kill.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a big strategy.
Yeah, I mean, I must say,
And it works.
Our
Gumi-
Fracture, it's like, okay, what you gonna do, guys? What's the plan? What's the comp? Today, you wanna go chamber? Okay. Okay, Cass, you wanna go your? Okay. Take your breach, Brim is the default like we always do. Then we just figure the rest out on late selects. And now we just go to our Techo, Brim, Chamber, Breach, Yoru comp, and it just works because we're all comfortable on our roles.
Yeah, I do believe the Neon fits Wolf's playstyle quite a lot. Wolf likes to run it down, he
Yeah.
likes to get into those fights. And that Neon will just allow him to run around the map, go crazy, and do his thing. It also helps out on the side of the chamber, not being able to hold the site as easily, only having themselves as no util really to help back them. So being able to be proactive around other sides of the map will just put a lot less pressure onto the chamber.
I need to figure out what button is to follow observers. I don't remember when I bind
Almost
it
out.
is.
Gotta go.
Now, Wolf immediately finding a pick and tower on other Pika. We're also finding a second because Tommy's right, so he's immediately down. We do have destroyers sitting in the smoke, spamming for plants. Nile
Spike
potentially.
planted.
Not finding any value from that. But if only I could follow observing.
Now we're cooking.
No,
Destroyer managed to find one to cross
Nice, one
with the pick onto
from
Gumi.
NXS.
Down into the 3v3.
Monkan does still have a flash. But finding Wolf on the
Traded.
face.
Mingu
no
low
one
on HP,
sides.
flashes into sight.
He needs
Flashes
to live here.
himself. Mingu aware
Last
of
player
both
standing.
those positions.
Cannot live.
All
Oh,
missiles
pretty
away.
low.
The bombs doubled up onto the
One enemy
does
remaining.
stick.
Very nice from Swift that he did.
And Destroyer
in fact,
manages to
double
find the
his
final kill onto
place.
Swift. We'll have time.
Not the boom you hoped
Yeah.
for.
Pistol round goes towards the side of NXS.
When it comes down to Mingu getting 1 or getting 0, we end up getting 0, so the Rockets couldn't really do much if Swift can't win his gunfights. Follow observer. Found it.
I like the idea. I like the game plan. Just a little bit of poor execution on the side of LFT there. Mingu, unable to find one, did cost him the round.
I mean, unlucky that
It's unlucky, yes.
Wolf got traded and that Mingu didn't find one. Like Wolf,
Very good on the side of NXS
getting
to
wallbanged.
initiate themselves into that position.
Wolf getting wallbang probably lost him the round because I mean Mingu not finding one, unfortunate, but Wolf should not have gotten wallbang there. Just unlucky.
Tommy looking to roll for 4v1 here, only with a stinger. Finds one damage on
Team's done
the
from Mingu.
Smokes
Wolf
do go down
trading
on the side of
Rasu.
LFT. And where does that aftershock go?
Worthless.
Pika finding one side, getting tag. I think that was a wallbang headshot from
Pika up in heaven is found out by Gumi.
2v3. LFT in the man
Last
advantage.
player
In the
standing.
post plants now.
You
1v3.
get planted.
Spike planted.
Sorceress needs to win this. Do not
Looking
get
unsure of what
equal.
to do here. LFT do have power control. Does that a triple high low? And Gumi with the
Gumi right now.
4k. That the eco
I mean,
round.
you see it, right? Now Wolf calling for a P10. You see the comfortability of the comp coming out. Like you have a set push into arcade. Yes, Mingu did team stun, but I think we can all agree to look away from
Never
that
mind.
because Wolf while stun did kill Tommy, trading up Gurasu. So I think we can look past that. Forgive Mingu for that. But
Yes.
very nice self play to start. Then the tension being fully put onto north side. We lurking up in the B main, finding one, then a second. Ending on
This will be a
4K.
pretty
Knife,
bad buy from the side of NXS.
knife, scanning, Gumi. I've never seen that knife before actually. Maybe it's because I don't see a lot of chaos or I just don't play KO at all.
Yeah,
This
KO
map.
is quite uncommon, especially on this map. You usually stick towards your breach KO.
Yeah, especially in this current Techo meta. I'm not sure why they don't have KO. They did have Techo last map. Now,
One enemy
Yugi
remaining.
with 3. Grassy finds a 4th. Put them into
What
the
a spray
5v1
down.
here. What a spray down from Kintsugi.
very nicely done. From Kintsugi finding the first 2 dash shots, spraying down the last person. Now you do have a 4th person fighting, but
Flawless.
he does in fact get killed by, I think it was Mingo? Was it Gurasu? I'm not sure. It was definitely Gurasu because Mingo got another kill. Very nicely done. The one thing I don't like is that I don't have a mini-map that I'm observing. This is pain. I don't know why I don't have that.
Do you know what?
Okay, now I do have it. I don't know why I just didn't have it for the last 20 seconds.
Charlie Mike, let's move.
Oh wow, why is it disabled for you, me when you disable it for you?
You're
Also,
following Observer. Stun and missiles here. And
very nice missiles and stuff.
They are able to
Coming
find
out.
pick onto 1. Wolf follows up behind, gets pick on the second.
Mingu
Mingu here
getting
now
pushed.
fighting on that north side, takes the
Bro.
roads back across.
Now, Grim does in fact hear this drop being taken. He should be able to call that as he rotates from Mingu south side. They should expect it to be B
Walking
now.
up into
Almost
C,
see
spotted
that.
out Tommy. Wall is crossed by
Gumi,
Kinzugi.
separated.
And he goes solo into the site.
Doesn't matter to Gumi. She is confident. She wants this gunfight. She wants the skill. Hunting Tommy. Still alone, by the way.
Irrelevant.
Getting
Finds the pick onto
punished.
Kinzugi. Brings the numbers down into a
Rip and
4v3.
Down
Wolf gets
to it.
flashed. Tommy with another one. Swift
Yunals,
trades.
anymore. Free smoke.
Tower back in the control of LFT. Bombs will just move the KO further back.
I'm not sure why
from
exactly with
Zika,
the
managed to find
the pick onto the-
canteen instead
onto the
of
plant
Gen. Maybe you can tell me if there's a protocol about it, but I would always free smoke Gen
One
instead of
suppressed.
canteen.
30 seconds
I mean, either
left.
way.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
fine.
think we have a protocol for that. I think that's just a vibe thing from
One
them.
enemy remaining.
Oh, so finding a first. They do know about
Not
Pika.
stunned, does not
Manages to get
connect.
out.
HP low is
Swift.
Swift.
Off a shock.
Mingu will close out the round, nice and easy.
Now
That'll bring them
3-1
up to
up to
3.
3-1. Very nicely done by LFT. I mean, this is something you can take away. Overall, when watching this, always re-smoke Gen. So Canteen.
Yeah, I do think that is
Moments.
definitely better.
I mean, either
It's
way.
much easier to fight into
just counts.
Canteen.
I mean, Canteen. Either way, there was a player, but the Rockets still flooding him out. Even if the Rockets aren't there, I think Swift dies.
Safety's off.
Swift. Whoever was planting dies. I think it was Mingo. No,
You
I'm
want
not
to
sure.
play? Let's play.
Grass, but yeah, this 13 you can still spam, but overall, Plant should never be that late to go down. You did trigger the Vice Wall early.
Splitting in full
Spike could get
stand.
in.
Rossi does get full flash,
Running
and able
back
to
into it.
capitalize off of it.
So just re-clearing north side. They should notice no one dropped. They
Next is preparing to
off.
flood.
Umi holding rope.
Careful there.
I don't think anyone's going there. Okay, attack it back.
Tommy looking like he's
Leo
about to
is
invest a
going.
Visor, decides against it.
I'm not sure why he did it.
To get the first kill into
Can't be because of
Visor
chamber
first
roll.
invested, finds a second.
Chamber roll doesn't get disabled by this. Umi,
Isn't able
come
to
on, Umi,
find
you have a sheriff. Umi, you have a sheriff.
Rossi
Russell
finds
finding
one
Tommy,
player
saving
standing.
Umi,
Another
getting
one
a
for
third.
Sugi, and the aftershock will close out that round.
Man, we needed a counter for how many util kills have this game. It's already killed 2 and we're only 5 rounds in.
Kensugi working the op there was an interesting choice to invest the Visor when you know that there is a chamber ult.
Oh, it's not about
Operator
that, it's
active.
about having sheriffs. They were broken by, you know, they wanted sheriffs,
True,
they
but
wanted more
still.
equal footing, but they still got absolutely
They-
cooked by Mingo's util and Togurasu, sorry, the Gumi up.
I do feel like it would have been better
Pray.
saved.
Yeah, hope and pray, exactly, Sunset, hope and
Yeah.
pray.
You just hope and pray. They take the shot.
Exactly, he's in the lore.
I do
That
think that
is
a bit
coming
too
up.
Rossi finds the opening pick onto normal green there.
Nice first blood from Gurasu, LFT up, 5-4 yet
Pushing
again.
through into CT, finds the pick onto Destroyer.
I mean, Gumi's just running it down at this point. She's going for a second peek into
Kensugi
rope,
was-
walking through the smoke with the op, it seems. No,
Spike
holding
planted.
smoke to Shorty. Right to
Wolf is
kill
a
Tommy.
worse one, could
Tommy
be dropped.
walking into her.
Tommy
Yeah,
away.
not find Tommy.
Tommy able to find the pick on Kensugi.
Timing Gurasu cannot
Wolf
get
with the timing game.
put down by Alafika, seeing as Wolf's behind him. Oh, Circus and Tommy double
Last player
coming main.
standing. One
Mingu.
enemy remaining.
Uh-oh.
All missiles away.
Rockets coming out with Swift and laying very nicely. We can find the shot as well.
Now bring them up to a
don't know
5-1
why.
lead in favor of LFT.
And they
LFT
find the all.
The LFT is a weird team where everyone's basically a setback, right? So there's no
Yeah.
ranks in the team.
There are no ranks.
They're on the low ranks, yes.
Our lowest rank is Peak Ascendant 1 now, not League rank.
That you or is that
That's Mingu, I'm not including myself.
yeah.
So my League rank's Ascendant 2. I'm like, hello. I'm hella over, what's it rated, from my current score right now.
Yeah, same. I'm also a leaguer in Ascendant 2, but I'm currently overvalued at that because I haven't been there in ages.
I'm doing right now.
Locating target.
A drone coming out from Swift.
So
Tommy is
Tommy
able to
hiding in tower with Sheriff. Another eco yet again.
Head
Joe,
with the
Tommy
German.
hitting Tommy into
Nothing
the
Tommy can
very
do
nice.
there. Unfortunate. Very good
Bullying.
set.
The
play.
triple assist. Now Wolf just have to walk through the gen smoke past Circus. I don't know how he did that.
Able to find one, passes the Vandal.
Spike planted.
that two
Now
vandals,
LFT
right?
does learn from their former mistake of not re-smoking gen instead of Kensine. Very nice.
New note.
Remote coming out. Wall does cover
Is
Mingu.
Mingu unable to
Cannot
find
find
the
the
kill?
kill.
Certus.
Big whip from Mingu. Now, yes, Rockets
Like
should
that.
be up for a
And the Brimble is investing half. Is LFT aware of this?
Umi, finding one. Can't find the second. Rockets out.
Come in.
One enemy
Swift
remaining.
Goes
and
for the
finds
one.
his first.
Half HP. Gets him off
Big
the
whiff.
bomb. Low HP.
Oh, he's 1 HP, I mean, that's just over.
Swift is toying with him and
Very nice.
manages to
Swift.
close out the round. Find that final kill. And push them
Now,
on to
Wolf
6
and
rounds.
Swift have not only Armageddon, but the overdrive. That should be
I get
easy rounds.
I get a new note, but using the Brimult and the KO ult, Crazy, no?
Yeah, it was a bit of an overinvestment. And the timeout will
they
be
killed, I don't
left
even
by
know.
Nexus.
Oh, Nexus doesn't have a coach. I think this is just going to be a time where I talk about when to use util, when to take fight,
Mingo
when
in the chat with
together.
the timeouts do exist. LFT notorious for never taking a timeout.
I mean, there are
believe
teams like
that-
LFT who
I believe
don't
they
take
took one out.
timeouts, and then there's Bomb who take the decent amount of timeouts, from what
Yeah.
I
It feels
I
remember.
think they
weird,
took
like,
one
this
timeout
coin.
against Bomb, and that was the most recent timeout. I don't think they've taken a timeout ever since then.
I mean, technically you can count this as an LFT timeout, seeing as Certus is in fact also looking for a team, which is also LFT.
It's a
6-1
bit
up.
disconnected, the team, because, like, you see, we're short the tab. What was it? Certus, yeah. Like, who just running into site alone, and then everyone else is kind of, like, taking the merry time. It feels, it's like, the util it's not being used at the same time, they need to play together.
I think this timeout
Every
should be
take is very much
focused on
controlling.
playing offsides. You see an Armageddon and an Overdrive from LFT. Now, especially Normal Coon has been getting picked off already in A sides.
Noise made on the route by Pika.
Getting stunned, very
Nice
nice
stun.
from Mingu.
Nice stun by Mingu.
Now,
Kitsugi with the headshot onto Certus.
finding
Just
one
the
A
extra
main,
aura points.
Again, up numbers on favor of LFT.
holding back the
5v3.
team.
Tis an eco. Let's see if we
Normal
can.
I
Coon
think
left
he's
the
gonna
load
fall
on
to
site.
Gurasu here instead of Gumi. I think
Finds the timing onto Kitsugi. Woof. I'm not aware.
That's like my
Gurasu, this man now.
Garasu.
makes
Across
it
the
way
board, reliable
winnable.
IGL. Manages to get the
Tommy
kill.
has a weapon.
I mean, I stand corrected yet again. Gurasu does in fact find the kill.
One enemy
Tommy
remaining.
falling to
Swift
Swift.
with the shot onto
Taking
Twins
out.
Tommy.
by
Picks up
Swift
the
is
ult.
shooting today.
Swift has been shooting. He's very good in those
No.
clutch situations as
Destroyer
well.
999,
Yeah, he's just
1v3. This might be a bit too much for him. Yeah, I
Hold
think
on
there's
as
still
well.
Grim Molly,
Moving
there's
around.
still rockets, or should still be rockets. There's
Choosing
There
another
might be
Armageddon
I believe.
saving.
Is there a Vandal there? There might be a Vandal there, so I think he's just gonna try and go and save the Vandal.
Yes,
Yeah,
potentially if
on
Pika
the
had a
map.
Vandal at the beginning. He did.
Yes, he did. Off being saved from Swift. As LFT converts another. I mean, it seems the timeouts didn't work too much. You're finding Pika, the breach of all players, going for aggressive gunfights,
Yeah.
but then Kintsugi
I wanna see
finding
like,
another in
north
A
side.
main.
That double mission, north side, south side, push something, we're going for A main.
Need a drop.
Now the pings from Nexus coming out, breach probably is gonna stun. Now they don't have a Techo ready.
Hi! I'm
It
pissed!
turns out no stun actually. Overdrive being invested by Wolf. On site. Can he find Certus? No, he can't. Hanging him down to 25 HP.
Molly's pushing out backside. Spray does
Grassel,
not connect on
guys,
Grass.
Aiming
So
death.
close.
Right here.
No, they need a flash through this. Russell cannot walk through this with spike in hand. Alone. Now flash
comes out.
coming out. Mingu
Pika.
finding another utility kill on
Spike
Certus.
down A.
Hold us together.
Kensugi walking into sand, up in hand.
Going to
Normal can though, finding the kill
One
on Kensugi.
enemy remaining.
Mingu gets one, gets
1v2
three.
Mingu.
and total now.
Now, look
Straight
on
down,
whiffing.
no HP.
Kind of a
2v1.
one way outside.
Gets
Make it
one,
four.
isolates the
Mingu
duel.
on for the ace. Has stun ready
Final.
and ult.
Spike planted. My ult's ready.
He has done this before.
Getting ready to invest the goal.
I have in
Unaware
fact
of
seen
Tommy's
this already
position.
once.
Tommy is good for these. Ult is
Oh, it's
invested.
just
Will
one
delay
hit, one
time.
bullet.
Oh,
Jump
this should be
spot.
spammable. This is spammable. Mingu, no, it's spammable.
Wants
Very
to spam
nice.
from Mingu, and he
Cylinders.
saving LFT there from what looked like could have been a disastrous round.
I know. I'm great. You're welcome.
Incredible performance. I mean, it seems like LFT can't lose a single round.
5 big booms for that ace in the chat
Yeah,
from
5 big
Kensugi.
booms for the ace.
Gets a
I mean,
util kill as
They
well. I think
lose,
the
they
first
lose a
was the
pistol
util
and
kill.
win every single round after that.
It's been a while since we've got a Mingu ace. And luckily for him, no Kensugi alive to steal it. It's one of her classic
Yeah.
traits.
The classic ace steal moment.
If you do that trolling,
Yeah, we do a little trolling. Now, drone coming out from Swift yet again, clearing the box this time.
All of Arcade will
Having
be
not
cleared.
played there. Armageddon probably gonna be used for heaven, seeing as a stun. Yes, indeed, it will be used. Yeah, Pika having to run into two people from LFT.
He does get the pick up for me.
The only thing separating Sighted from LFT right now is a Vice Wall. It's already down. So you have Destroyer sitting in the canteen, maybe getting a single
Full
spam,
spam
getting
through.
spam Amingo.
Spike planted.
5v2, looking
No.
unwinnable
Wow.
for Nexus.
Omicron.
Swift the red. Ooh, nice tap from normal Kun. Certus finds the second.
Is in our throw rounds. We've only seen
Where Wolf
two,
gets
I think, throws from this team gets.
Because she
Today.
got doubled up in heavy.
Need one more
short
throw.
throws. Nice next
player
1v1
standing.
Wolf with the
Nice shot.
40.
A nice trade. The one you want to sight, but
You can see the wall.
you invades, so watch out.
Line 1 to LFT.
Not throwing for once.
We've been trying to work on that. It's hard.
It wasn't really throw. It was nice shots. But yeah, they played that well.
You didn't see Pro. They did throw a couple rounds. You did not see Pro.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
They also almost trolled a couple of rounds, but they did in fact win those rounds.
Gotta go.
Even
Can
though
you
it
just say
went
the
down to
primary
it.
Vandal's the best Vandal?
I could agree on that if Kuronami wasn't in the game.
Wolf has been waiting for the
Yes.
Primordial Vandal for months now, I think.
I think this is my
You
I
want to
bought my
play?
first Vandal.
Let's play.
The drone, yet again, being used, doesn't get cancelled by the KO knife. Wolf already sitting in rope. Boomy finding the kill in the main. I don't even know what she's doing at this point.
Morgan
She's
does
just running it down. Triggers the Vice Wall. No one's here. Does not matter. She does not give a shit if there's anyone tower. She's just swinging everything.
Holding the space,
She just thinks she has the
avoids
timing.
the stun.
No. And she does have a timing actually. There's a judge
Probably
in
gonna
play
try and
here.
peek out.
Boomy walking to the smoke. Come on, just spam Boomy from me. It'd be really funny right now.
Hand does not connect.
Thank you.
And does get the kill onto Kentucky.
Walking out the
Will be
smoke.
stopped.
Finding Mingu.
Spike down.
Getting caught
B.
by the wall from Certus. This
Who's
is
the
the
wrong
wrong
next?
But the Shaw beats out the judge. That's good.
One enemy
Let's
remaining.
see.
Certus
Russell in the 1v3. Can there be another clutch? Another heroic moments from LT. Finding one. Bikes down sides.
They do have
Molly.
good shots if they want to
They
invest.
are aware of where he is.
Pika already tagged.
Normal
30
can get
seconds
him.
Holding the
left.
flash out. I don't know why he's doing that. That's a penalty box.
One enemy remaining.
Jackass.
Finds the second into a 1v1.
Russell
20
left
seconds
guessing.
left on the clock.
Doesn't know
Going
if
back
it's
to the tower. Finding a timing to
Trying
walk
to
with the
find
sides.
Will he be aware
How
of
aware will he
potential?
be of the frap? Oh, it's 10 seconds.
timing.
Russell needs to plant.
10 seconds left.
This is a terrible position to be in. If you're Russell, turn around to Russell, man.
Unfortunately unaware.
Well played by the
That will be the second
really
round
nice
for
rough
the
there.
NXS.
Last
Seems
round
like
in the half.
Russell should have really been aware of the rap. I mean, there's no way Pika is holding arcade.
It's hard
There's
to
no one
say.
holding
I
tower.
feel like
Since we
he's-
have the minimap and stuff, it's difficult because you think it's tower, you think it's tight, like you don't know.
No, the reason that you should be ready for it is because for one, Pika is holding arcade. For two, that would mean that there is someone holding like his bag, like tower or.
I feel like
main.
Arasu was thinking that
Use
maybe he
of
just went
sides.
back General Canteen and was allowing the plant.
Yeah. Like just play it safe. Like you don't know. That's the thing. And time is low as well.
I would say the exact opposite. The time low, you should pressure the planter. Not stay too long. Now, Boomy getting caught lacking. Overdrive being invested. Wolf sliding
finds
through
the
his
time to
through
equalizer.
the destroyer's Brimoli. Three smokes invested by Rasu.
Normal Concertus and Tommy getting ready to flood in from drop.
Everyone actually farming, not farming, going to drop right to farm some free picks as they fall down.
Spike planted.
Now,
have a
KO
four-man
should be
retake
invested here.
only from
Maybe
drop.
breach ults.
Somebody is there delaying.
Question is, do they invest breach ults on the side or do they use KOs? They use both, the answer.
Certus
Now,
drops
personally,
the
I would have just
one.
breach ults here and KO the post plants, but this
Maybe with
works.
Rasu.
Maybe it doesn't work actually, I take it back.
Rasu's still in sight. So without spots Tommy.
Last player standing.
Very nice.
Can't use that.
Now
And
10
the
to
double swing there,
half.
Mingu finding the final.
Mingu finding another ult ready. That's in fact not
Switching
to Russell. I don't
sides.
know how we didn't hit that. Russell must be some gold movement shit. Right now, what's the gold movement shit right now?
I think he did get hit by that. What do you want?
I mean, he didn't go flying, and usually you do go flying by breach ult.
Oh,
And he didn't seem to be stunned, since he didn't take any movements like reduction. I'm also should be blind.
I think you're blind.
You are right, LF Picker is only 2 deaths away from pying. At least this is better than
This time there
what
will be
happened
enough around
against us.
to allow the pie, unlike the first map, Lotus against Bomb, where No Vision did not get the opportunity to pie.
Well, on map 2 against us, there were in fact 3 pies. Given we did 10 feet, now full the 3rd kill, towards sacrificing
You think-
KD for a 3rd
I'm
kill.
just gonna see the power of the KO. Go ahead and set him.
Fast
KO,
speed hit.
just KO everywhere.
Boomy ahead of this. I don't know what the plan here was. Going back into canteen.
She's trying to find a good, like, nice. Like, as a chamber's kind of useless now.
Spike planted.
Going to guess.
Thumbs up, Tommy. Let's get all the second
Oh my god, Tommy!
shots.
Okay,
And the team
LFT
is
can't
back.
win a pistol for your life. Okay, we
NXT,
figured that one out.
NXS, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Hate the
gods
pistol round.
against
What was that
Stun as
second
well,
shot
but-
from Tommy? Stuns are
Yeah.
cosmetic.
Stuns are in fact cosmetic.
No
That would be a
charges.
good team name. Stuns are cosmetic.
Now we wait.
Yeah, I'm going to remember that for next Rivals.
I need a
Cosmetic
weapon.
is the best team name now.
Nah. Stuns are cosmetic is funnier.
Yeah, it's funnier, but I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
like,
Boomy,
it's a
I
cleaner
think she
name.
should not be going for an aggressive peek when she has a stun line, like a fault line already at your feet. I mean, she did fall back immediately, given that. But once she be out of attack, she shouldn't be fighting. She's waiting for your team. Now, if it's like
Last
an eco
player
right
standing.
now,
Just out of
he's
shit. Oh, my god,
1 HP. Come on, Swift, you got this. Repeak. Oh. Circus going in. Wanting that orb, wanting the kill.
Nice contained by Nexus.
And that would be a good, what's that, anti-eco.
Yeah,
Um,
and there's
Not throwing, only losing one
everything.
person. Putting them in a
Yeah,
good
only losing
spot.
one person. Very nice.
But this is the round that
Conversion.
matters. Can they convert this bonus, which is very much needed in order for this comeback?
Wanna get back to the game? Yeah.
I mean,
already
if
lost
they don't-
Pearl,
Even if
right?
they don't, I've seen crazier comebacks. Fnatic.
That
Yes,
is
yeah, I'm
true.
gonna compare Fnatic to.
I mean, last year,
Yes,
EG
compare
did
to
come
next
back
next.
against down 10-2
You
as
are
well.
right. You are right.
So anything is
Now,
possible.
Sortus, I don't know what the idea he was
Sortus
going
stuck
into
here.
missiles.
Swift
I don't
with
know
the
what the plan
missiles.
was.
He thought it could be the timing, but he misread it.
No, there's no
I'm
way
sure
he can
what
be timing. I
Precious,
think.
precious getting to him, whatever.
Flash does
I
connect
mean, you
onto
can't be
Wolf.
the
Flash out.
Gets one.
You should know that.
Goes across.
down A.
Wolf gets a second. Now into a 5v2. Spike in the hands of LFT as well. Looking quite unwinnable for NXS here.
Spike.
I'm just gonna say this
Low
now.
on health as well.
I don't think there's a chance for like LFT
Tommy
force.
finds
Okay,
one
I
that's
take it
continuous
back.
on the
There's a
road.
way to
Boomy
throw
is
the round.
trapped.
I take it back. I did not
Boomy is-
boom you on the rope. There's an effective way to throw this round. Sorry.
I mean, could we try to do the clashes like clip, but none of the teams seem to do it.
Mollies do come out again. Do not connect.
No, Swift left the hole. No one of them didn't connect. Oh, smoke lifting. Counter flash
One
coming from
enemy
Nexus.
Trying to get
Down.
something. Okay.
Not
Yeah,
as
I'm
clean as we would
I'm
hope
gonna,
for. Still pretty
give this
clean.
prediction.
It is a
right?
bonus, though.
We
have
will
full
end this
line now.
game with util kill. We're ending this game with a utility kill. I'm calling it.
Probably.
At least Destroyer is it's not pieing anymore. Yes, it's true.
Funny thing that happened when we played them on this map, they had a Techo against us, and me and Tort would both double up rope, you know, me on the breach, Tort on the Techo, and I asked her, yo, put your rockets where this guy is droning, when you reheat a drone, I will stun you bomb, and we killed him, I think, 3 times with that. So I think the exact same thing can happen when the breach is stunning. Just you instantly stun him, put rocket at his feet, it's gone for it. That would be a nice idea, as a set play.
First pick is found onto Wolf here. As Nexus take over the A site.
Interesting one way, because Russell can easily spam the plant now. Only zero smokes now left for the start of Nexus. Mingu triggering the Vice Wall, triggering the flash, going back to north side, the rope. Russell already out. Getting
Gets spammed
spammed by the
through the
destroyer.
smoke.
One enemy
Tommy
remaining.
not getting cleared, finding 2 main players. Mingu, 1v5, what can you do? How many can you get? How much can you fuel your ego by killing people now? Oh, your shell's unlucky. I think LFT was a bit unorganized there. Like simply based on having Mingu flank, then go north sides. Like alone, like a breach flanking alone is not it. We can all agree on that. Especially when you only have Techo as a second initiator, will only use rockets. Okay, I did think round start just because Wolf was shooting Swifts, because I did not realize what was happening. I was like, why is he shooting? And who is he shooting?
Early rockets are invested by LFT in towards A main.
Drone is down.
Drone clears
Down,
out spots,
finding
one
Pika.
towards drop.
Tommy 2 of ult, looking to find one. As the smoke drops, Mingu ready to stun whoever peeks into Wolf. Re-smoke coming out. And now it's just a time of what happens first. Does Mingu leave?
By finding
or
no
does
one,
Tommy
they're
peek?
ready for Kensugi. Kensugi gets
Kumi
one.
Finding one.
Sees the head. Can she climb the second? Tapping. Back and forth.
Jiggling.
Unable to find a
Finding a
second.
trade.
Normal will win that duel.
Destroyer.
Nexus do
take
have
a
control of
plant.
the B site
Spike planted.
as Wolf looks to flank.
Wolf flanking with Mingu. Mingu getting
One
tagged.
enemy
Finding
remaining.
one. Getting traded.
Decent trades. Grassy left in the 1v3. We've seen him here before.
Volley.
Man, I
He
think
almost
this
won it
would be
last
a
time.
great time for a timeout, I must say.
LFT, they
Great
probably
time.
won't time out.
If only this team had a coach in the lobby.
We technically have Lippy signed as coach, but
Okay, where's the team?
who knows? He was there for one game, I think, against Bomb. He was there for one map against Bomb, I think.
Which map?
Don't get shot.
Map
Even
1?
Bomb. No, the
Oh,
last
last
map.
one.
Even
yeah.
saying the timeout.
Timeout, let's go!
Oh, we're timing out!
What do you say, Sunset?
What did he like? What did Lip even say in the timeout? Like, what did he even say?
That's a good question, man.
I didn't even know if they timed out. I just know he was in the call for the coaching.
He did time out. I remember because it said
Oh, yeah.
Lippy timed out, but it's like he didn't help. They still got.
I only
kinda-
watched the first
Yeah.
half, I'm real. I did not bother watching second half of map 3.
There's
That
no
didn't need
second
enough
half
time.
though. Wait, did you watch the rest of it?
Yeah, our Haven
I was
comp is currently
cast-
getting
I was
revamped.
casting Bomb vs LFT map 1 and 2 and I was watching the first half, but I didn't like watch the second half due to time. Like,
I believe
had
Grossi will be the
something.
one leading this time out here, trying to get the team back under control, playing principled. Some good Valorant.
Now, one of Mingu's ults, you know,
We can really see some pings towards
really
A main.
think this is the important rounds. You're one away from Techo ulti, you're one away from a breach ulti. This is the eco where you really want just to focus on farming orbs. I mean, it's 6-11, 7-11 basically. If you don't win this eco, which is, I mean, let's be real here, not gonna happen most likely. I mean, LFT could definitely win this just because Gumi could have a chance to just hit some nice shots, as she was in the first half. But it's more likely for NXS to
And
convert.
also
towards-
R11
And they
6.
also close to 3 ults here. Breach, Teo, and Chamber ult on the side of LFT.
We could see a 10-2, 10-2 and then go into overtime.
It is
Could
possible.
be EG level comebacks.
Please, LFT, do not throw this to me.
Now, Drone, clearing all of A main, they should be aware that there's just gonna be a B hit. You know, you're up in dish, you cleared all A main. Teammate just died on B.
Visor is invested.
Now, Mingu, I
is
think he hit a stun.
Bit of a strange round to invest a Visor.
Rasu
Yeah,
found
it's a
one.
eco. They're trying to
I
secure
don't know
the
why you
round.
would do that, yeah, I agree.
And 3
Now they do know what him.
into
Four,
the 3v1.
Oh my god.
We are known for our
Sheriff-
ecos.
I must say, I really
He can
doubted
find that
LFT
spot.
winning this, but it looks winnable. Even though I do know LFT does like to throw this shit. Like, religiously throwing is a part of
Lord
LFT's
Pika crossing
song.
back into canteen.
Does he just run A or does he wrap around?
I think we should just fight for one, then run A.
Go, go, go.
Nice.
I mean, sorry LFT, I was not familiar with your eco game, holy.
We did have one game on Haven
We can all
where
agree
we were
losing
up
sucks.
Against
8.
Bomb?
Come on, let's win.
No, it was against Bueno. We were
Bomb.
up 8-4, and what's it? The only 5 rounds we won
I
to win
watched
that
that.
game were ecos.
Yeah, watch that game.
Yeah.
The ice ulti, oh god. The ice ultis were insane. I mean, you have the Tour de Force from Boomy. Great to peek B main.
Trying to just
Potentially
close
gonna
out
find
and finish
Tommy
the series.
here. With coming out from Boomy, going for your repeat, very confident. Bike, still towards B main. Now going with the rest of the team into A.
Move stunned.
It
It was find 1, find 2, find 3, and the bombs,
Hey, bro.
like you said. Oh, it's not bombs.
Defenders
I
win.
yeah, I
Will
mean,
close out the map,
utility kill, like I said. The game ends in utility kills.
and that will be 2 to LFT.
Very convincing 2-0 from LFT. They did look a bit weak in the first half of Pearl and in the second half of Fracture, but they picked it up, only took a timeout to actually close us out. Nice eco, round 18 to convert this. Tommy immediately left the party. I'm curious, is there another roster move happening?
Who's getting dropped this time?
Yeah,
No,
who's getting
but in
dropped
all
this
honesty,
time?
very well played from NXS. There's still a new team. There's still a lot of potential there.
I mean,
But they have only
overall
played the two
better.
best teams currently in terms of ranking.
Yeah, I just
So-
gotta say, this ending stream. Bye bye everyone, if there's anyone watching. I mean,
Bye.
it's 4 p.m., 6 p.m. should be fine.